What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Suge. Welcome back to the Zen Room. Let's get into some more Zen Talk. All right, y'all, let's get into some Zen Talk. Zen Talk. Let's talk about this ranch-flavored ice cream. So I hear Hidden Valley is coming out with a new flavor ice cream, ranch flavored ice cream. Hidden Valley, where are we going with this? Because I'm a little confused. They said they're going to be selling it in a lot of local Walmarts. So we might have to go run and try that out. I don't think I will be the one to try it out, but my daughter is a huge ranch lover. So I just might buy a little small thing of it and let her taste it and see how it is. And then I'll let y'all know her reaction. I just feel like, sometimes we just be doing too much. Some things need to be left alone the way they are. Like ranch ice cream, I don't know how I feel about ranch ice cream. The thought of that makes my stomach curdle a little bit. I can't think about eating ice cream that tastes like ranch. I'm not a ranch lover. I like ranch, but I don't love it enough to want to taste it on my ice cream. I just cannot put those two together. So the same thing as with the chicken ice cream, I think it was, the fried chicken ice cream. That's different because it wasn't the flavor of chicken. It was just ice cream that was shaped like chicken wings and people was eating it. That's different. I could probably get with that and try that out. But to actually have a flavored ice cream that tastes like ranch, I don't know. They just doing too much for me. I don't know how I feel about that. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this new Hidden Valley ranch flavored ice cream. I see that Ari Lennox had tweeted a statement about, did she make herself unattractive by wanting love so bad? And I mean, honestly, I can't say from a man's point of view because I'm not a man, but I feel like you can't force that at the beginning of not just a relationship, but even like just dating. So you have some people that come out when they go on a date and they tell, you're trying to get to know one another. When your birthday, what do you like? What's your favorite color? Things about your family and stuff like that. And to continue the conversation or whatever the case may be, I don't feel like bringing up you're looking for love or you want a relationship and you just want to have a marriage and do this and do that. I don't think that should be the topic right off the jump when you're dating, because that can scare a guy. Men can be a little apprehensive when it comes to relationships, period. That's a little scary. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship and then the woman start talking marriage, and sometimes men get like, I don't want to say cold feet, but they be like, whoa, hold on. This may be going a little bit too fast. Some men, not all. However, jumping right into stating that this is what you want, I just feel like she's overpowering when it comes to wanting love so bad. Because she did reference and said, I just love so much. I wish I didn't love so much. I wish I didn't love so hard. I wish I just have so much love and I wish I didn't have those feelings. And it's okay to have those feelings, but sometimes you just have to slow down because you don't want somebody to take it a different way or scare a person off because maybe that person is not looking for love at the moment, So I feel like she did kind of like throw that away, like, tarnish her image with trying to be so overpowered with love or whatever the case may be. I think she just should literally just let it flow. Isn't that what Tony Braxton said? Let it flow. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Okay, y'all know I think I got a little bit of tunes in my voice, but I really don't. However, I also think the industry itself is kind of hard, especially now when we speak about love. Not everything is soft anymore. Everything is just so hard and ruffled up. So people, when you start speaking upon love and wanting a relationship and wanting to have a family and wanting to have like that strong bond with somebody, it's like, nah, we're not really looking for that right now. Some people feel that way. And I feel like when she just jumps off the cliff and telling someone that, it kind of makes her look a little bit bad, I don't think she's wrong for wanting that, but just don't express it so much and especially so soon to somebody. So I do feel like she did try a little bit hard, and I feel like it may have tarnished her imagery. So yeah, I don't know. I think Ari reminds me of someone that I once knew before who always wanted a relationship with someone. And I remember when it was explained to me from that person, like, oh, but I don't want my time to be wasted by dating. I want to let the person know exactly what it is that I want. And that's absolutely fine. But it's a difference between stating what you want and then pushing it and being overpowered by it. You have to go on dates. It's kind of like a trial and error. You have to get to know your person, get to know who it is that you're, because maybe what you see in front of you at that moment is not what you might like a week, a month, or years down the line, because you didn't even give yourself enough time to figure that person out or to get to know that person, or vice versa. That person may not like you, or, you know, like some of the things that you do in it. So I feel like when you just go into a relationship, not even a relationship, when you go on a date looking for something out of it other than just dating, I feel like that's already kind of like a little bit of a red flag, and kind of like hurting the relationship, because I mean, not relationship, but hurting the dating phase, because you're trying to jump into a relationship so quickly. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So let me know how y'all feel about that with Ari, and do you think that she tarnished herself by wanting and lusting for a relationship so hard and expressing so much? Let me know how y'all feel about that, what y'all think about it. So Carisha back trending again, y'all. Did y'all hear about her little role that she has in BMF? I think it is. Oh man, I wish y'all leave Carisha alone. Let Carisha do what Carisha doing. She is just trying to live her life. She's exploring her opportunities and what it is that she may or may not want. Acting may not be the best thing for her, at least not right now. So maybe she needs to take some acting lessons or something like that. However, let her be. Let her do her. She's a young girl. She's out here dibbling, dabbling, trying to find her niche. It wasn't just rap. Maybe she want to do something else. Let her do something else. Yeah, the episode did give me Tubi vibes. I'm not going to lie. Her little scene gave me Tubi vibes. But at the same time, we all know Carisha is a jokester. She loves to play around. She loves to be funny. I feel like she's not afraid of nothing. So let's give her that credit of even stepping out into the world, into the acting scene, and not giving a fuck about what I, or a million other people care about what they say. Because she even got to Twitter and was saying on Twitter, like, why I'm crying and y'all laughing at me. On her scene when she crying and y'all laughing at her. Like, she was like, it's not funny. Y'all laughing at me. She was still even joking then. I just feel like Carisha is just full of life. A lot of people just mistaken her identity or her personality. I feel like she's a really jokester. She's a lovable person, and she's just out here having fun. Let that girl be. Let her have fun. Do your thing, Carisha. Do your thing. Don't let them stop you, honey. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about Carisha and her role in BMF, and her trying to dibble and dabble into the whole film and acting and things like that. Let me know how y'all feel about her and how you think that she's going to end up. Do you think she could be a great actress, or should she just stick to rapping? So for some more Zen talk, I came across Tyrese trending. He was on the morning show, Sway in the morning show, speaking about his ex-wife and how when she dropped, I guess they co-parent, him and his wife co-parent with a kid. And he said one morning he was watching from like a distance out the window behind the curtain, which is already creepy right there, because why are you watching behind the curtain of what your ex-wife, baby mother, or whatever is doing while she's dropping your child off to you? That right there kind of like had me a little shaky and a little skeptical of him. And then he proceeded to say, she has no emotion. She has nothing on her face. Like, all the love is gone when she drops the kid off. It's literally like goo goo gaga with the child and have a good day, I love you, give a kiss. And then as soon as the child walk off, it's like, I'm gone. And he felt or feels as if she should have some type of emotion because the house that she's dropping their child off is the house that they built, that they prayed in, that they had their child together with, and they had so many memories and good times in this home. He doesn't understand why she can just drop the kid off and not just sit back and look at the house and cry about, oh, this is something that I once had and I miss this and we had so much history here. And nigga, I'm just going to do a moment of silence for him because City Boys is down 1,000 from that one, okay? Like, they're down from that one. Tyrese, what are you, like, I feel like he always gets into this moment where he has to rant about his feelings, and it's not about just him showing his feelings. I feel like he shows his feelings, but then also try to blame the other person for the way he's feeling. And it's like, why? Why don't try to shame her because maybe that wasn't a good time for her. You said it yourself that you was on a lot of different medications. You wasn't thinking properly. So there's no telling what this woman endured in your relationship behind closed doors and what you're telling us. And you want her to feel bad for not living there anymore? No, she was a real bitch. She picked up her shit. She left. She's gone. And that's the end of it. Why dwell on something that I once had that I don't have anymore? Not to mention, I probably didn't even want to be there anymore anyway. So why are you trying to paint me out to be the bad person because I picked up and moved on with my life? You want me to weep and cry over something? Like, I think he needs to get over it. That's the problem. You're still salty, sir, and you need to get over it. Don't try to blame her because she's gotten over it. What y'all had is what y'all had. The key word to that is had, past tense. I'm going to need you to move on, Tyrese. I'm going to need you to move on. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about Tyrese and his feelings that he had expressing her feelings of how she felt about their relationship. Maybe she already had those feelings. She probably went through that at a time in her life during the course of their breakup that she did feel like, oh my God, this was the house that we once had and our kid is here. But to keep dwelling on that, because how long has it been? It's been years. So why should she show any type of emotion except for, here's your kid and I'm gone. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Tyrese with his episode. All right, this is for the culture, y'all. Let's talk about it. Finesse2Tymes and Erica Banks' relationship, and then I want to speak on Chris Rock Netflix special. Let's talk about it. So Finesse2Tymes was in the Breakfast Club, and you know how Breakfast Club can get a little messy sometimes on the low, but I love it because they get things out of people when they do that. But they brought up what happened with Finesse2Tymes and Erica Banks. They were kind of like kicking it with one another for a minute, and then all of a sudden they didn't. And he proceeded to say that he's a grown man and he's like on grown man shit, basically, and she really wasn't trying to give that of what he was looking for out of a grown man. He wanted some grown woman shit. So they asked, like, basically, what was he talking about? Like, what was he referring to give some clarity on it? And he proceeded to say, when he wake up in the morning and he open his eyes, his woman needs to be opening her eyes too. And then he said he preferred to have top in the morning, breakfast made, rolling up his Dutch or smoking the Dutch or whatever the case may be, being catered to, and then cleaning up, and then you can get on your phone and do you or whatever the case may be. Because I guess his complaints was that when they wake up in the morning or whenever she decides to get up, she gets on her phone instead of catering to him. And I was a little baffled by that because I just feel like let me just get into her response to that first. So she responded on IG Live, and she said that there's no love lost between them two, and that he's a cool dude, funny, cool to hang out with, chill, or whatever the case may be, but she's not for him. because of the simple fact of what the things that he wanted. She stated that he basically wants somebody to be his servant. He wants somebody when his eyes, she said it was when he said his eyes open, my eyes supposed to be open too for her. She was like, what? Wait, what are you talking about? Like, it depends on what I was doing the night before. I might be tired. You might not see me until 12 o'clock in the afternoon the next day if I was up all night doing whatever the case, whatever it is. And then she said he wants somebody to serve him. She was like, and she broke it down, and I kind of agree with her on that because she said it's 2023. Our phones is our money. Like, and that is true. These days, the phone is the moneymaker. You got bookings. You probably have stuff that you're selling. You have your PRs trying to reach out to you. Maybe you want to make sure that your bank isn't, somebody didn't tag into your bank. You looking at your alerts, making sure that nobody stole something from you out your bank accounts. Maybe you may be trending and you don't even know why. Like, there's several different factors to make you wake up in the morning and check your phone really quick and make sure everything is okay. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be on a business wise. I know for me, I like to look at my phone because maybe I missed a phone call important throughout the night. Someone could be hurt, a family member, a friend, or somebody need me, anything. So I'm going to check my phone and check my notifications first. And then I'll prioritize what I need to do on my phone first. And he was not trying to hear that. He want to be topped off, breakfast made, house cooked, and then you go and do what you're doing. And she's like, that's not me. I'm a boss bitch at the end of the day. So I'm going to check my money and make sure my money is good first before I go and cater to a nigga. And not to mention, it's just somebody who she's dating. They're not even getting married. Like, they're not married. They didn't have anything potentially to probably even involve to a full relationship, then marriage. Like, how do you expect so much out of me or want me to put my life on hold, put my money on hold to cater to you? No, I'm not with that at all. I'm not with that. I think personally, he got it a little fucked up when it comes to being a man or a boss, because at the end of the day, when you're a boss and you're a real nigga, your partner, whoever that person may be, you should be wanting your partner to get money and be on the same level as you, not making yourself be some type of caliber of a nigga, but still want your bitch or your woman to be down here. Like, it doesn't work that way. We are out here all trying to strive and be the best that we can be. I look for my partner to have my back, and as I'm going to have his back. So therefore, why should I stop my money just to cater to you because you feel like you need to be treated like other than whatever the hell it is you being treated? You want to be served. And she stated, I'm not your servant. I'm not going to do that. You need to find somebody else to do it because that's not what I'm about to do. So when it comes to relationships, I feel like, I know I was speaking on it with a couple of friends before, saying that, you know, when you're a certain caliber and you're the provider, you expect your significant other to take care of the house if that person isn't providing or working the same amount as you. I feel like it could go both ways. So if I'm out busting my ass, making money, and you don't have a job, yeah, I do expect the house to be clean. I expect the meal. I expect certain things to be done as the person being at home, whether it's the woman or the man, to be honest with you, because there are some women out here that is the breadwinner. So therefore, when she comes home, is it fair that she has to still cook, clean, and make sure the house is good while the nigga is being an at-home man? Like, I don't know. It's just, we gotta think about that. It's certain things that needs to be expressed, I guess. So I think Finesse2Tymes need to like sit back and analyze it, because there are some women out there that do want to cater to a man that way and serve the man, and that is absolutely fine if that's what you want to do. I just don't think Erica Banks is that woman that he's looking for, and I feel like he was wrong by trying to belittle her by saying that she's not a grown woman, he's on grown man time, because she didn't want to cater to him exactly when he felt like she should have been catering to him. Like, I just feel like he needs to go and find him a woman of that caliber who wants to do that. She's not that woman. So don't belittle her for being that type of woman. That's not what she wants, at least not to him. That's not what she is or who she is for him. So don't belittle her that. If you wanted to be like, well, you know, that's not what I really was looking for. You know, I'm looking for a woman to do X, Y, and Z, then that's fine. But for him to say that she's not a grown woman or on grown woman shit, because he basically was trying to say like she's some childish shit because she want to be on her phone. You don't know what that girl was doing on her phone, and maybe you should have communicated that to her. And I'm not sure if he did or didn't, but for him to get on national TV and make it seem like she was just some childish ass bitch that just want to scroll on her phone versus catering to him, I think he was just a little wrong with that, and he got some digging to do on that. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about Finesse2Tymes and Erica Banks' response to what Finesse2Tymes said about wanting a woman to cater to him and serve him. So let's speak about Chris Rock and his Netflix special, y'all. Gotta talk about it. Because I feel like he was very strategic with that whole comedy segment. Now, this is just my opinion, and I could be far off. I wouldn't say I'm reaching, but I may be far off or I may be right on it. I feel like the whole stand-up, low-key, was about Will Smith, and that was his get back. He got his lick back. He got his lip back off the stand-up show. Now, a lot of people were saying, oh, he was wrong for laughing at, or basically for saying that he watched the Emancipation because Will Smith was getting his ass whooped or whatever by Massa through the show, and he shouldn't have said that because it was during Black History Month. However, I did have a little different point of view last week when I was hearing about it, but that was before I sat down and actually watched his stand-up on Netflix, and y'all, he did his thing. Me personally, I'm just like, go ahead, Chris Rock. I'm rooting for you on this one. It was funny. He did very well in it. Deep down inside, I really do feel like there is some low-key animosity from, I don't know if him and Jada has some type of relationship or something going on, maybe back in the day before all of this. There's something underlying with them because this is not the first time. That slap at the Oscars was not the first time that he has had beef with the Smiths, okay? So what was it? What was it that he had an award? It was another show that they condemned him for the Grammys or something like that. The Oscars. Was it the Oscars? The Oscars that he had before they wanted him to boycott. But he was like the host of the Oscars award or whatever the case may be. He was the host there, and they wanted him to boycott that. And he like, why should I give up my opportunity for doing something that I'm probably interested in doing because y'all wasn't nominated for it? Like, what the fuck I look like? This is my shit. So y'all basically dragged me for continuing to host the Oscars, and y'all attacked me on this. That was one time, and then I let it go again, and now that I'm doing the Oscars again and I say something to, what was it, the Oscars the second time, right? And I say something about your bitch, now I go and get slapped. Like, this bitch attacking me. Y'all keep attacking me and I'm not retaliating. What is the problem here? Like, I'm not really understanding why y'all got something against me. Well, he probably do know, but I'm not understanding what it is that they have against him. I wish he would have elaborated more, but I feel like it's something so deep that he can't really put it out there without either exploiting himself or somebody else. But it's something going on there, and I think Jada is the culprit. But honey, I wish y'all could seen it. I don't really want to give y'all too much spoiler alerts in case y'all did not see it. But when I tell y'all he dragged Will Smith, and he said it. He said Jada has hurt Will more than the slap that Will gave him. He said that was more hurtful than any slap ever, than the slap that he had that Will slapped him in the face. Jada hurt Will Smith worse than the slap that Will gave Chris Rock. And that's true, because what did he say? He stated, we're in the history that two people have a whole entanglement going on, and then they interview each other about how they feel about the entanglement. And he said something about Jada was like, oh yeah, so I gave the nigga top. How do you feel about me giving a nigga top? And then Will Smith proceeds to answer the feelings that he felt about his wife giving another nigga some top. And not to mention, it was their kid's friend. Like, and he exploited all of this, even though we already knew, but to actually hear it in one segment was wow. Wow. So kudos for Chris Rock. I'm going to give it up to him because he definitely got his lick back, Will. I'm sorry to say that, but he got his lick back. And Jada, you just always look bad. I used to root for you. I used to love your roles and stuff, but this right here, I just feel like you just a fucked up individual. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's something about that. I really feel like Jada is fucked up in the head. She created this whole real talk, table talk, red table talk shit or whatever to try to quote unquote overcome the craziness of her life or whatever it is that she's going through. But in all actuality, I feel like that was all fake and phony too. Like, you putting your family business out here and you have this man who will never live up to the love of your life, Tupac, no matter how much he tried to do for you, how much or whatever it is that he's done, he can't live up to Tupac in the media eyes, in your friends' eyes, and even the most importantly, his kids' eyes, and most importantly, his wife's eyes. He's been struggling with this for so many years, trying to do so much for you as his wife, being your husband, and nothing he ever does is good enough for you. Ever, no matter what it is that he does. So he's battling these demons. God knows how the fuck he really feels inside because he don't really express it. I feel like he plays so many different characters that he don't even know who he really is to this day, to be honest with you. But I just really feel like she needs some type of counseling. I don't know what it is, but it's not the red table talk. That's just an embarrassment of their family and everything they put out. You got your daughter crying over a nigga that she never even met before, talk about she miss him and this and that and the third. This ain't even your daddy. This is your the love of your mom's life at one point in time in her life. And you speaking upon how you missed it. I don't know. It's just, I mean, that could just get so messy. But I'm going to get back to the point with Chris Rock. Like, I feel like it's comedy. And a lot of people draw a line of what they think is funny and what they don't think is funny. So it's okay for Chris Rock to talk about fat bitches and how they love to eat cupcakes and doing this and doing that or whatever. I mean, there's been plenty of punchlines of not just Chris Rock, but comedians, period, talking about women and their size or whatever the case may be. But soon as he talk about a woman being bald-headed because she's battling alopecia, it's a problem. At the end of the day, it's comedy. It's all comedy. Regardless, you can't say a time or place because it's comedy. And that's what he's there to do, is to make people laugh. The world laughed at it. So y'all can't be mad at it. The world did laugh at it. Yeah, did some people feel like, damn, that was a little bit below the belt. Ooh, God, Chris, that was probably, yeah, maybe they did. But there still was people who found comedy out of that skit that he did. Unfortunately, Will Smith did not find it funny, and he went up there and he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, and Chris Rock said he's still hearing Summertime ringing in his ears because of that. However, I just really feel like it's some other underlying feelings between the Smiths and Chris Rock. We don't know what it is. One day maybe it'll come out, and one day maybe it won't. Y'all comment below and let me know what y'all thoughts is upon Chris Rock and the whole Will Smith situation. I'm gone. Ooh, y'all, that was another episode down of Zen Talk coming from the Zen Room. Y'all make sure y'all tune in every week. I'm just going to be trying to get y'all, hitting y'all with all the latest topics, fashion, whatever it is that I feel is on my mind. So make sure y'all tune in. TheZenRoom.com, The Zen Room, Instagram, The Zen Room podcast. It's The Zen Room, everything. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and love and comment on everything. See y'all later.